the A site. Wall of smokes goes up. Endpoint's goal right now is to get this C4 planted and take the post-plant positions. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be a 5v5 retake. Not much longer as MiGHTYMAX snatches a head away. That's CSGO dropping. With this man advantage and the bomb planted, this becomes 10 times harder for forZe. They have got a kit. It's in the hands of almazer, but he's so low on health, and Jerry's been gushed down to 1 point of it as well. How on earth do forZe get back into this one? The bomb's already halfway ticked. They've got so many angles to clear. That's the issue with Train. There's so many nooks and crannies to be lingering, and almazer, he tries to hold the defuse, but with such low health, the Glock spams through. Flit's doing damage, picks up the kit, taps for the bomb, but there's no time. Hits the headshot, and he might just about have it. I'm not sure. It will come down to the absolute wire, but he gets it. Last tick, forZe. That is unbelievable. Not often you see the CT side go for a second round AWP buy, but they're pretty confident that off the back of 4 kills and a hold up for a few seconds to allow some rotations to come in. Flash pops over the top. Little might actually pick off the back of it. He absolutely does. Damage dealt, information gained. Whilst he drops, it allows these calls. It allows the reinforcements to come through, but they're all falling like flies. CSGO's AWP investment goes straight in the bin, and Endpoint will be more than happy to snatch to be going for it. Doesn't make a lot of sense. almazer with this MP9 is going to be good for 1 headshot. Surely trades momentarily. He does start to fall away. He might actually get away with this one, especially with that smoke posted. I'm not sure if they'll push through. In fact, they absolutely won't. And the AWP's not been retrieved, so they don't. But they have got stacked towards the A site, and Endpoint seems to be walking straight into it. We know how powerful these deagles can be, especially in the hands of these players, and CSGO opens things up with a collapse. Right through the wall, an unbelievable start, and the deagles have to fire through. They absolutely do so, and it leaves it all down to Surreal. It was a 5-on-1, brings it into a 3-on-1, but he can't do a whole lot more than that. What a round from forZe. That is unround. It's actually not the best of buys. They've still got 2 MP9s in play. Massive lack utility, especially on CSGO, and AKs to work with for Endpoint. flameZ does get taken out of as well towards this red train. He's taking a lot of ground, getting some leg room for them to work with. And there we go. Element of surprise onto Flit. Completely unsuspecting. almazer now has to try and pick up the pieces of that one. Just with an MP9 in hand from a distance. CSGO, he's made the sound cue with the scopes. MiGHTYMAX still firing through. almazer looking completely the wrong way. Now the man advantage in Endpoint's favor, and it's all off of the back of the captain. The man calling the shot. CSGO creeping around from behind. Misses the shot. I have no idea how that doesn't connect. Point in letting it go to waste, but it does mean that forZe won't be able to retrieve it. So coming into the next round, they're just going to have a Galil, an MP9. The AKs, they've got all of the utility, and now that forZe pull out a bit of a messy one, I'm really not sure if I'm too confident in their ability to win the round with it. Trade comes in early on, Molotovs rain down, CSGO doing all the damage once again with the scout, and with the man advantage and the M4 chiming through, they might be able to get this one done. Man disadvantage now, and it all comes down to CSGO, but the players are tagged up. There was an opportunity to connect onto Crucial, and mate starts to come over. That's where they'll start to panic. Little, it's all on his shoulders. He needs to find the kills, and he doesn't get himself anything. Bullet straight to the head from Surreal. The man advantage from Endpoint, and I mean, what do you do if you're forZe right now? The C4's gone down. You've not done a single point of damage. What's your avenue back in here? Nice shot from CSGO, but as he falls away, it's just going to be the save call. They don't want anything to do with this. Little do they know they've got to deal with robiin from behind. He's looking the wrong way, and almazer is able to punish him for it. Seems like forZe do want to double dip into this one. Have a second go off the back of finding that man advantage. Jerry coming in from behind too, and they're unsuspecting. This could cost them. No. MiGHTYMAX, Spidey senses kick in. Spins around at the right moment. But forZe, surely they've got no time on the clock. It all comes down to MiGHTYMAX, 2-on-1. But because they didn't commit to it at the very start, they had no time to actually get it done. I don't think MiGHTYMAX survives here. He does actually die to the bomb, so nothing carried across there for Endpoint, but they've got plenty of cash. Okay, he's going to play a much, much deeper stance. So he'll play from much further back on this B site. This round, this AWP's not going to pay any dividends as the fast A play kicks in. Surreal can't get anything done, though. CSGO, too quick to the trigger, hits the nice flick down. Oh, they need to be careful right now. Solo peeking into this AWP is not the way to win the round, and as Jerry gets a ground, but surely not for much longer as almazer coming in from behind. Both of the T's looking the wrong way, and he should be able to clean this up quite nicely. Crucial, stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is impossible. He's looking to throw the AWP out the map. Not that it makes up a fantastic showcase of Counter-Strike. Early A presence once again. This time round, Crucial wins the duel. Nice opening shot. CSGO. no longer a threat here in the 10th, but Flip might just be. flameZ and Surreal eliminate that one too. It might just be exit frags. They can't really afford to lose this double AWP setup. If they do so, they certainly will. But you see flameZ getting aggressive. He knows that there's at least one sniper here they want to try and get rid of, and the timing, it doesn't work out for him. Little connects the shot. It'll be a nice easy one for him and his third. Right now, if Endpoint deploy a couple of smoke grenades, they'll have a safe passageway onto this B site, and that's exactly what they do. Smoke grenades in, flameZ drops, but robiin's there to trade it. Jerry finds another, and this is, quote, going quite well for forZe, but now they're just losing all of the additional engagement. On the initial push, they trade 2 for 2. Right after that, they fall like flies. It all comes down to almazer. 1 on 3. Surreal's low on health, so he should be an easy target. He absolutely is, but he snatches away 58 for a peek and die to the bomb, so they're just going to fall right away. forZe will be able to carry this off into the next, but it's another round for Endpoint. They've got to 8. They've already won the half. He's going to be kicking himself right now. Has to go for the secondary swing. Does connect the shot, but no kill, and flameZ is there to pick up the pieces. Jerry, the supporting man, gone. CSGO in a very, very close-up, tricky position for an AWP. Has to use it like a shotgun. Can only connect for 1 before dropping. And the rotation from Little coming in fast. Does hit another shot. Surreal out of the equation. 2 versus 2. Flip watching behind. Little trying to get something done as he actually finds another kill. It all comes down to Crucial. 2v1. The AWP from Flip. Jiggle peeking. Crucial spotted it. Wants to go for the quick engagement. Absolutely finds it. All comes down to Little. Spots him on the site. Flip. Oh, this is just impeccable timing from both players. Such an awkward engagement, but Crucial wins it. Pistols is going to completely ruin the economy. It's going to make it very, very messy, very uneven. Flit and CSGO need to do all the damage here. They have found 2 kills early on. It's actually Flit that finds both of them. That heaven angle, very difficult to contend with. Then finds another. Jerry fires through with the 5-7, and all of a sudden it's flipped on its head. forZe with the rifles, though. Crucial with that AWP. Limited utility on a couple of these guys, and I think that probably tailors towards a faster play towards it. B site, and there we go. almazer going for an early pick. Gets punished by Crucial. Little wants to try and come in pieces here. Try and go for a trade. Get some more information. Confirm to his teammates that this is going to be a B hit. The 2 players posted on the angle. The flash around. It's absolutely perfect from Endpoint. They read the situation like a book, and CSGO now here to try and pick up the pieces. Hits the first flick. Wants to try and connect onto the second, but Crucial's too quick to the trigger. And Endpoint, they bounce right back and deal a fatal blow. 4 versus 2, and it's going to be the save call here from forZe, but there's no way they'll be allowed it. MiGHTYMAX in from behind. Oh, only does the damage. Does confirm that it's a save call, though, and they will continue. Just allowing forZe to fall away with these 2 rifles. Want to make sure that they've got enough to work with in the next 2. It's forZe this time around. They stack towards the B site. 3-man configuration. This time it shouldn't really be all too tested. Surreal will get the information. And off the back of it, I think Endpoint are just going to go for a faster play towards the A site. They know there's 3 players that are going to be rotating through connector and CT. They can deploy a Molotov, cut them right off. flameZ. Well, the timing's not great, but Flit in the meantime goes for the swing. Takes down MiGHTYMAX instead. Trading back and forth, but it's favoring forZe. And in this 4v2, Endpoint a little bit down and out of this one. robiin and Crucial too late to the party, coming in from Ivy. Nice spam right through the smoke. Hits the headshot into CSGO. Brings this one right back into contention, but the positions of both of these players are known. And forZe have got this C4 down. Another kill goes for robiin, though. No need for the swing there from almazer. I know he had the flash to accompany it, but trying to get a little bit too hasty, and now it's a 2v2. Very doable situation right now for the remaining Brits, but it's not going to happen. forZe hit this A-bomb site. A minute on the clock's already ticked. Well, they have to be careful. The re-aggression from Endpoint comes through. MiGHTYMAX only trades and should have seen the C4 there too, so he's going to relay it. The rotations come in, but the bomb will go down, and it will be a 4v4 retake. forZe have got it planted. It starts to tick. That adds some time pressure to the whole situation. But Endpoint are maintaining composure right now. Going for the rotations, hitting the headshots. There's robiin with 1. Surreal having a difficult time to take out Little, but finally connects the finishing blow. And the almazer really the man that can do the damage right now, but he's a little bit too late for the party, and a split can't get anything done. He gets eliminated, and all the attention goes on to almazer, who has to run. He has to make the sound cues. No longer has that element of surprise on the flank, and it is going to be actually a flawless retake there from Endpoint. That was a 4v4 retake. This is really dangerous from forZe. They are, playing a very, very dangerous game. If they lose this round, Endpoint are on to 13. forZe will have to eco in the next, and all of a sudden it goes 14-5. They're playing with fire right now, and their economy management just hasn't been great. Opening man advantage here in the 18th. There's a second from Jerry. Does get traded. Endpoint needs to be careful right now, though. This could be the deal breaker if they win this round, and they need to make sure that they do so. A lot of damage dealt. The trade's now going their way. And a dink right onto Little. Takes him out of the equation. All comes down to almazer. 2v1, very doable situation. Has the information on both of these players too. But as Crucial starts to wrap around, Surreal, his gun's poking out as the smoke dissipates. The C4 definitely would have gone down by this point, and Crucial, it's pretty much all said and done. He's won this one, played it perfectly, completely outmaneuvered his opponent, and deals the finishing blow. The bomb does go down for forZe, so again, it gives them a little bit of extra cash on top of the lost bonus. They could actually go for another buy here. Pull out the bigger sniper. Nice bit of aggression on top of the grey train. flameZ. That's going to be a nice freebie kill. Completely untradeable as well. Flit knows if he goes for the swing, then he's going to just be right in the middle of the smoke. Won't be able to see anything. As the flash goes through to Pop Dog, robiin dodges it. Ready for the drop down. No one comes through just yet. In the meantime, flameZ doing further damage. And robiin, look at that. Beautiful spray transfer. Maybe he can do a little bit of damage, but even a player of his caliber, not going to be able to pull off a clutch like But no, in the last 3 months, they have had a rough time on Dust 2. They've been losing it almost every single time they've played it. So considering how they're doing here on Train, I am not looking forward to seeing them play their own map pick. And, well, somehow the engagement's going right back Endpoint's way. This is just another round where forZe have gone for a force buy, and it's not worked out for them at all. Force buys where it's just been AKs, Galils, and Scouts. There's been no AWP. There's been very little utility, and this is what happens. Putting them into these difficult positions that they don't really want to be in, and MiGHTYMAX, timing is impeccable right off the back of the flash. almazer gets eliminated. Surreal with another, and this is all said and done. This is going to be 16-5 as Little left all on his team. There's been a lot of questionable decisions made, and Little pretty much just prolonging the inevitable at this point. Does a little bit of damage, taken out by Surreal in the end though, and that is games. They could put up a bit of a fake towards B. They might actually pull a rotation off the back of it. Flit somehow through the doors. It's instantly traded by MiGHTYMAX. And now it's backtrack time to the A side. This has actually worked admirably for them. I didn't think this would work out, considering where all of the defenders were posted. But it seems to be meriting them some kills. It certainly merited them the bomb site. As the C4 gets tapped down, flameZ coming in for the retake from CT. Tapping away towards long. Can't connect the headshot. Can't connect the jump shot either. There's the one tap into the pit player. And Jerry on the site. Very, very low on health. Potentially a one hit to this USP. He's in the head glitch angle though. And in the meantime, Little gets one, but flameZ with a trade. And oh my, Jerry. Right. And they've got the AWP. They're not even contending mid. And Surreal just gone for a jiggle peek towards heaven. He's been instantly dinked. This is all falling apart. The B site has crumbled. And Surreal, unless he goes huge here on 20 HP, then it's all over. And there we go. Jerry just puts a bullet in his chest. And that's it. That's the nature of Dust 2. That's why this CT side is so difficult on Dust 2. And normally, teams at this caliber, and they can't justify going for the retake. B site, hardest site in the game to actually get back into in the CT. And even with the boost, so much damage dealt. They are actually able to do so much economic damage here. There we go. Boost towards short. Not going to pay any dividends this round. No T's actually attacking that area of the map, but the flashes are perfect. In fact, it's actually a team flash from Little that instigates Jerry's death. The foot's been spotted, and there we go. Crucial. That's going to be an easy shot for him to C4, and they've got short control, but they're just going to go for a real last-second execute, and in the meantime, Flip trying to make something happen, trying to anchor. That's why neither of his offensive nades have been used. Otherwise, they could have wiped out that AWP. It's a shame they're coming through the smoke, takes a little bit of damage himself, but deals some in the meantime, and as the nade fires through, it does loads of damage. robiin right through the smoke onto Lit. He's holding, waiting for these smokes to dissipate. There we go, spots the feet. Unfortunately, can't quite connect the shots, but he knows that he's there, and there we go. Deals the finishing blow. It's actually a headshot, a little bit of overkill, just to put a cherry on top. But now the two-man advantage, make it 3 as Crucial finds one more. And this is all falling apart for forZe. They look so disjointed right now in this round, and they have been torn to shreds. If forced any rotations or anything like that, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, they're going to go for the B execute. It's fully anticipated. There's 2 players ready. The flash comes through. Surreal's good for 1. MiGHTYMAX just needs to stay alive for a few seconds here, but the Molotov, it forces him into the open. A retake situation for Endpoint right now, and I'm not sure if they'll go for it. They need to hit some shots on the cross to justify it. With 18 seconds left, the bomb will be tapped in, and it's looking like they are actually going to go for this. Little, the flash comes over. It's absolutely perfect. It's a bloodbath. flameZ with 2, and Jerry absolutely nowhere to be seen, and flameZ is going to spin around and deal the finishing blow. I mean, that is unbelievable from Endpoint. With a man disadvantage, they still go for the B retake. Low, they're heading back towards the A bomb site. That's where Crucial's posted on the angle on short. Easy shot for him. All day long, he'll be connecting those ones. Gives them the man advantage. And the main issue here for forZe is not that they've got a man disadvantage, but that they wanted to go for a short play here with 30 seconds left, and now that's no longer viable. Instead, they decide to go back to B. Surreal with the secondary AWP hits another shot, and now with a 2-man disadvantage and no time on the clock, they're bursting into a site that they have no equity in, and it's not working out for them whatsoever. almazer doing some serious damage, does actually finish off the second round with the Glock, but there's no time regardless to get onto a bomb site before that time expires, because not only do they need to get that bomb down to win the round, but they also don't want to be dying after time. This is just a complete shutdown. forZe pushing right into top mid. They want to try and find these kills, and flameZ is hungry for him. If he doesn't get at least 20 kills a day, he's not happy. And look, two very, very snappy, crispy headshots to finish off the job. Well then, MiGHTYMAX. Oh, he is taken out by the flash. Jerry's able to find the kill, but MiGHTYMAX is there to support, and it all comes down to MiGHTYMAX. He comes out on top in both engagements. Now has to try and get back onto this B bomb site, though. It's a 3v3. Not really a favorable retake scenario here for Endpoint, but the C4's not gone down yet, and they're in very, very quickly. The flash provides some support for them. The nade is absolutely perfect. It's a complete dunk, and it eliminates the threat. Crucial turns around at the right moment. Perfect read on the situation, despite the fact there was no sound cue, and it comes all down to flip. 58 seconds on this clock. Odds against him. A minute left to plant, though. Not much HP to work with, and there we go. flameZ just goes to the swing. Split can't get any. Right now, robiin's the man. He's the insurance policy to make sure of that. If the smoke gets posted, he'll relay it, and I'm sure the boost will drop. But in the meantime, no gets away with his life. There's fans from Little not connecting. There's definitely a little bit of a firepower, a skill disparity here in the coach. Not connecting these shots when needed, and, well, by the looks of things, neither's anybody else. To be honest, this isn't the answer for it, though. Split trying to get out long. Oh, does open things up with a bit of damage, but takes a headshot right through the smoke. I mean, just when they go for these initiative plays, and remember, players like Flit and xsepower, they're so talented that often against most teams that they play against on a weekly basis can just kind of turn the tide of a round single-handedly. They can just say, right, do you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm just going to go for like a fast push towards long, and they can find those opening peaks. But against a team like Endpoint, they just get punished when they do so. They are able to trade on long, and in the meantime, xsepower gets one with the scout, but re-aggression from robiin re-establishes those long tunnels, brings it back into a 3-on-3, and now forZe realize that there's still a man towards long lingering. They have to be careful as they peek out. There's a minute left on this clock. And robiin's still in the hard corner. I think they think he's in pit. They're not even going to check the left-hand side. And they get punished for it. xsepower, very nice trade. The ability that he has to be able to use that scout like it's a rifle, take the engagements against the AKs at close range. An emotional player that kind of, when he's doing well and he's hitting his shots, he's absolutely nuts. You can see him get 30, 40 kills in a game. And this is actually shaping up to be an 11-3. The double AWP setup here for forZe, not something you see all too often on a T side, and not something that you want in a scenario like this. Trying to pick up the pieces of a fallen round, and flameZ has got super aggressive from the back lines, takes out 2. robiin does. They're not doing too well at all. Fast play towards long. That's exactly how you want to kick things off if you're Endpoint. The flash is absolute. That spam ability becomes deadly. The smoke keeping the retake at bay. The boost coming over the top, but they're ready for it. robiin is literally holding for the boost, and as soon as Split pokes his head out, he gets eliminated. Nothing more he can do in the round. He can't get himself off of his current 2 frags. With the two-man advantage, the trades continuing to go their way. forZe, and there's a little bit of a breath of life, but nothing more than that. As Little finds 2, but gets dropped instantly, and Endpoint, they get themselves onto 12. That might just be the final nail. Enough. And Endpoint, they want to try and put the final nail in the coffin, try and end this one on B. Match point up for grabs as Flit, he does find 1 before he's instantly traded, but the B site, it's gone. The smokes are posted, despite the fact that forZe have been able to trade out the frags. The solo anchor, it doesn't pay dividends at all. That B site configuration. The rifles might be able to do some more damage in the next than here, but they want to go for this retake. And there we go, initiated with an opening kill, but Surreal and MiGHTYMAX are able to trade it out. And with that bomb beeping faster and faster, MiGHTYMAX last alive in the 1v1, spots out the shadow, and CSGO can't connect the shot. CSGO. He just can't connect the shot. almazer with the FAMAS coming up from ramp, does steal the headshot, looking to try and follow up onto flameZ. Look at this, MiGHTYMAX. Oh, he's just finding all of the frags. Brings it back into a 3-on-3. He's still alive to tell the tale. There's a retake coming through. They're just miles away, and there's no kit in play either. So forZe, they're running out of time. And as this bomb ticks faster and faster, the time pressure starts to mount. There's no way they can get this one done. Another flash comes over the top. Doesn't quite connect onto almazer. And they do actually find both kills. It seemed like they had no time to get that one done, but almazer comes through with a 4K, and forZe, they do put themselves onto 5. With no kit, yeah, he just about has it. Okay, whew. To hold the angle, and CSGO, who's got aggressive, needs to be very careful right now. He goes for the secondary peek. Oh, that's fantastic. Right onto Crucial. I'm surprised he doesn't fall away here. Oh, he's playing such a dangerous game right now. I know he's trying to make a play. And he absolutely is. That was so dangerous from CSGO. That was a ridiculous round. Does eventually drop as he goes for another audacious peek. robiin is able to find 2, almost connecting onto the 3rd. I'm not sure if this clutch is really doable, especially with the flank in play and such low HP. And there we go. But yeah, these AKs equally as deadly. And as the flash comes through, oh, it's perfect onto the first man. But Jerry, it doesn't blind him at all. And the CSGO goes for another aggressive pick. They had to man this A-bomb site, re-establish the control that they once had, but with the 2-man disadvantage and the utility flawless. The flashbang, it takes out Little. The headshot finishes off the job, and Flit left on his lonesome on the site, spamming away. Is good for 1, buys enough time for Jerry to come in and support. But the AKs, they're dealing so much damage, and this is going to be a double-prong attack as well. They're trying to just buy some time for the wraparound to come in from short, and Jerry seems to be aware of it, but they can't divert their attention to it. They need to be careful from MiGHTYMAX on card. There we go. MiGHTYMAX drops. All comes down to robiin from short, and he's shot a little bit too early. Needs to try and get the headshots, and he can't quite do so. That's some work in the first half. That hasn't necessarily translated here in the second. They have got guns to work with this time around, though. What the hell is that from Crucial? What an opening. Surreal follows up with another. Surely Endpoint win this round from this point forward. There we go. A 3rd one comes through as Flip misses. On the Molotov, it's going to force him out of position too. This is just perfectly played from Endpoint right now. And as flameZ takes out Jerry, all comes down to Little. Very snappy flick onto flameZ.